Hello everyone and welcome back to the Speak Mom Scrap channel. It's Katelyn here with another process video. Don't forget to use my code Katelyn15 for 15% off your purchase. Today I am featuring the Baby Butterfly and Belle's Ball sequin mixes, and I'll use those towards the end, but I am using my first ever cut file, which is one of the Jelly Bean Soup cut files that you can get from one of their collections. They created a couple different ones. I picked mine up at Tuesday morning. And instead of backing each one individually, I did a couple different techniques. First, I'm taking this light pink cardstock from my stash and putting that behind a couple of the strips. And I also have a darker pink polka dot background paper, which I believe is from Jen Hadfield. Now, all the items I'm using in today's video are from my homemade stash kit. I'm participating in How to Kill a Kit with Style over on my personal channel. I'll have a link down below to that in case you're interested in seeing it. So I cut 3 strips to fit underneath those elements, and I know I want to do a little bit more backing to add some more color to this layout, which I'll show you how I do that later. But I'm scrapbooking a photo of the favorite candies that we like to bring to the movies. I did another layout on this channel about Movie Pass, which was really fun, but we have Movie Pass, so we go to the movies all the time, and I figured I would like to document what we like to eat while we're there. We're people who bring our own candy just because we like to save money, but we do buy popcorn, so it's not like we're not supporting our local theaters at all. But I like to photograph which candies we bring, and in case you're wondering, and if you can't tell in the photo, our favorites are Sour Patch Watermelon, Sour Patch Kids, and then Cookie Dough Bites. Those are our 3 main go-tos, although I'm finding it very hard to find Cookie Dough Bites nowadays in stores, which breaks my heart a little bit because they're my favorite. I like having chocolate and gummy candy at the same time, as well as popcorn, because then you have the salt in there, but that's just one of those things we like to do. So one of the unique things I did on this layout was backing my cut file with washi tape, and to do that I just used some extra post-it notes I had laying around. Would have loved to use cardstock, but I was not about to get up from my desk to get it. And putting it on some sticky notes, I did 2 strips because I wanted this element to fully be covered, and then I trimmed it out, and I put little markers there with my pencil to make sure it fit. And once I realized how cute this looked, I decided to do it with another color as well. I'll also be doing it with a yellow gingham washi tape. Both of these washi tapes are from Recollections, I believe. And here's that yellow one I was speaking of. And this one's a little bit thinner, so I decided to do 3 strips so I can fit it in a different section. This cut file was very hard to back, I'm not going to lie. Some of the sections are very, very thin and they're hard to cut around, so it was just a little bit annoying. But I did get this one to work out wonderfully for me in the end. And I'm really happy with how it turned out. Again, this is my first cut file. I don't have a die cutting machine that can cut files very easily, so I'm really glad this one I found it Tuesday morning. And again, this is by Jelly Bean Soup, and it's super cute. So now the placement was one of the harder parts to decide on. I didn't want to have to maneuver around a lot with the post-it note pieces that I'm creating, and I'm also making sure the washi tape lines up as best as possible, especially with this repeating pattern of gingham. But I ended up spreading them out kind of widely. I knew where my photo was going to go. I wanted it in the bottom right corner, which is where I usually put my photo, surprise, surprise. But that's what I ended up choosing, was these 3 spots, and it was really hard to get them to stay as well. I tried liquid adhesive, and then that wasn't working because the washi tape's a little bit slippery. So I ended up just taping them down with more washi tape. So definitely used up a lot of washi tape on this layout. Not a lot, but definitely enough to say so. And in case you guys didn't know, one of my personal goals is to use washi tape on every single layout I make this year. So if you'd like to see more washi tape inspiration, head over to my personal channel. I know the girls here on the Speak Mom Scrap channel also like to use washi tape on their layouts because we all know we have too much and we definitely need to use it. So if you're not already subscribed to this channel, definitely subscribe so you can get all of our content. I post usually on Tuesdays, and we have a bunch of girls posting throughout the rest of the week, so there's tons of inspiration over here, and we want to do a large giveaway when we hit 1,000 subscribers, so subscribe if you're not already. So once I have all of those taped down, I tried to spread them out, but I made this second pink one too small, and it's also the wrong shade of pink. Since this is a stash kit, I definitely wanted to use what I had in here, but I'm definitely sure I would have had a pink that would have fit better. But I do pull in more of that pinkish red color through my embellishments, so it really worked out well. And if you're interested in the stash kit series, like I mentioned before, How to Kill a Kit with Style is a giant series we're doing with a bunch of girls from the Speak 'em Up Scraps channel as well. I have all of those linked over on my personal channel, so you can check those out. So now I'm done with backing the cut file. It was a hard decision not to try to back all of them, but I definitely wanted that beautiful pink polka dot to show through. And I'm using a new adhesive today, and I like it so far. It's by Basil. I'm not sure if they make it anymore. I won this in a giveaway a while back, and I won the glue runner and then a refill, so I'm not sure if you'll be able to find it anymore, but it works for now, and I didn't have to fill my ATG gun, which is fun, so this is where we ended up. And you also want to make sure to try to glue down your cut file very well, so here you'll see me using my fine line bottle to add liquid adhesive to the background of those little pieces, so it definitely stays put. And here we are with our background. It's a little busier than my usual backgrounds. I usually do a lot more clean and simple layouts, but I'm definitely excited to try out more things like this. It's definitely going to be super fun to find more of these in the future. So next up, I'm going through some of the elements I have in my stash kit. I have a giant pile of embellishments in front of me. You can see me sort of sifting through them now, but I wasn't sure what I wanted to use. I also have a huge box to my left of the rest of my stash kit items, but you can see them sprinkled all over my desk. So I definitely know what I'm going for in this layout. I want to add some photo layers, so here I am looking for some. I did pull out this white paper, but I thought the wood grain was a little bit off for this subject. So what I decided to do is pull out this one from Pebbles Garden Party, which is white with a darker pink grid pattern on top, and I'll be layering that behind my photo and using my Creative Memories trimmer to trim that out, like so. And I'm also going to add one more layer, and this is a light yellow cardstock from my stash. I like to use up 8.5 by 11 papers when I can. I do card making, so they come in handy then, but I might as well use them for scrapbooking while I'm at it, and this was in my stash kit. So pulling in more of that yellow, even though it's not the exact same shade of yellow. I also pulled out a light pink doily, and this one is from the Paper Studio. I got those when Hobby Lobby had their giant clearance sale. And I've also pulled out some of the Pink Fresh Studio items I included in my kit. I pulled out one of these chipboard XOXO pieces, and I'm also going through the exclusive ephemera pack from the grab box this year. What was really great about this ephemera pack, which I didn't realize when I was starting this layout, is that there are actually little candy pieces in it. There's 2 candy pieces, one pink and one purple, and I thought I need to use both on this layout because it's super cute. And it's a candy themed layout. It's not like I couldn't use them. And I pulled out a bunch of other things that I think match, and I'll actually put those in one of my little cups that I keep around my desk. If you guys haven't seen my new room tour on my personal channel, check that out. I did a scrap room tour where I show you guys what I use, where I have it stored and all of that. But here's one of those little cups. So I usually throw everything in there when I'm not sure where to put it at the moment. And that way they don't get lost on my desk in the other embellishments that I've chosen. So you'll see me start to layer them around here. I have some underneath my photo, some at the side of my photo, but I'm pulling in that darker red color in these die cuts that matches the washi tape that I pulled in. I think that works beautifully in the end. And I also have a different shade of yellow for that little section that says Yum. And then I also pulled in a Heidi Swap die cut that says something awesome, I think. And it's light pink and yellow, which again matches the color scheme beautifully. I also set my candies aside so I can use those near my title. I want my title to be Candyland, which I thought would be really cute. And I also include a journaling spot in this layout, and if you guys know me, you'll know that I'm really bad at including journaling on my layouts. I'm bad at titling, I'm bad at journaling, and I'm bad at dating, which is bad because those are like main elements. I like titling a lot. It's just one of those things I don't leave room for and don't include in the original design of the layout. This time I knew what I wanted to write. I knew what I wanted it to kind of look like. I just didn't know where I wanted it to be. So I have a cluster to the bottom right of my photo and also on top of my photo. And here's where I start pulling out the letters for Candyland. I actually have them floating, which is unusual. I don't like my layouts usually floating, but I think it works. I do move it down a little bit. It's not going to be right there. But originally what I wanted to do was spell Candyland in these Paige Evans thickers, which are the different colored ones. I'm not sure which collection this is from, but I end up just spelling the word candy in these letters because there weren't any other N's that match the color scheme for this layout. And the C, N, and Y are the same exact pattern in the pink and purple, and then the A and the D are both yellow and green, but a little bit different pattern. So I actually pull out these other white foam thickers to spell out the word land. They have those little extra elements added on, so they're a little whimsical. I wanted to do all whimsical letters, but they really didn't flow well together, so I just do the whimsical L, and it works out in the end. And again, it's going to move a little bit. I also think Candyland might be one word in the game, but now that I think about it, I don't really care. I think I'm going to keep it as 2 words now. I already did glue them down, so there's no chance that I'm going to change it after this process video. But now that I think about it, I think it was 1 word on the box, but that's okay. I'm going to glue down all the elements, including my photo layer, and then layer in my die cuts after that. And here's also where I lose some of the die cuts. Whenever I flip something over, I don't usually take the things off. I just hope they stay right there on the layout, but they usually don't. They usually fly away, and then I have to look for them. So now I have a couple flowers on this layout, which flowers don't really make sense on a candy layout, but that's where I put them. I also try to pull out one of these paper clips, but I'm not 100% in love with how it looks. I might take it off in the end. It is there still. It's just a little arrow that points. But I don't really like the gold color. So I just glue down all of my elements, all of my pieces. If you have any questions about where something's from, please let me know and I can let you know. But what really adds a lot to this layout are the sequins at the end. I add a lot of sequins at the end. I knew I had to glue everything down before I added sequins because where I wanted to put the sequins depended on where things were. So here's where I move my title down. I'm going to move it closer to the photo itself. That way it's not as floating as it was. I really didn't like how much it was floating. That's one of those things I usually don't go for. And then I also have my little candy bits on some foam adhesive because you always want your candy to stand out. And of course we don't eat candies like this. I think they have cherries and strawberries on them, which is cute, but I don't like strawberry, or I guess I like strawberry candy. I don't like cherry candy very often. So I just put some Scotch adhesive under that, and you'll see me stack my little candies up there, which I thought was really cute. And again, bringing in that purple color helped. Tying the title and then some of the die cut pieces also have purple on them. So here's where I get to add my lovely, lovely sequins. I'm starting with Baby Butterfly, which are the prettiest and babyest pink you could ever imagine. And there's so many different sizes in here. And I decided these were so small that I could put them in the little sections of the cut apart, or the not a cut part, the cut file background. So that's what I do with all these sequins, is I draw a line and then I use my Marvy pickup stick item and put them in place. Now this is one of the first times I used this pickup stick, and it makes everything better. It's so much easier to pick up the sequins and put them in, especially with this set with the smaller ones. This was a lifesaver. And again, I just plop them into place. I will have close-up photos on their Facebook page and at the end of this video in case you're interested in seeing them. And so I do all of the little sections with pink sequins, and then I'm going to do the other sequin mix, Belle's Ball, and put those in some of the larger sections, which you'll see. But it really helped bring in extra pink and yellow into the layout. So once I'm done with the light pink sequins, and I even tuck them under some other places, I'm going to start with Belle's Ball, which is yellow and blue. And I didn't use blue on this layout, so I only focused on the yellow sequins. But after I place these sequins, which I even placed them on top of the part that I backed, I will add some more sequins from both of the mixes to my layouts clusters, just a little bit more sparkle and shine. I use some of the white clear sequins that look like little candies almost from the Belle's Ball mix, and include those as well. So if you have any questions, please let me know. I hope you guys enjoyed this intense layout. I certainly did. And if you guys haven't already, check out the Spiegel Mom Scrap Shop for all of your sequin needs. Thanks for watching. Bye.